Standing alone in the station at night, looking up past the stars taking flight. They said I couldn't change anything at all, but something inside keeps making the call. Through static and silence, a voice breaks through, gathering others who feel it too. When pressure builds high and hope runs low, we find our way, we put on the show. Not all that glitters needs credits to shine. Together we rise, crossing the line, breaking the rules they wrote in stone, building a family all our own. Signals getting stronger day after day, more voices joining, finding their way. They try to track us, but we slip away. Under the radar, we choose to stay. Each transmission brings another aboard. Every connection, it's all reward. Some call it madness, we call it right. Taking our stand in the dead of night. Not all that glitters needs credits to shine. Together we rise, crossing the line, breaking the rules they wrote in stone, building a family all our own. They never saw us coming, because they never thought to look in the places where hope grows wild, in the hearts that they forsook. Not all that glitters needs credits to shine. As long together we rise, crossing the line, and all those there in the rules they wrote in stone, breaking free, building a family all our own.
Welcome to the rebellion.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the Rebellion. It's great to see everybody again. The heads up, I have 5 minutes and then I do have to go change out the washer. Change all that over to the dryer, so I will have to step away for a minute. So I'm not going to get too crazy into everything right now, but we have a lot to discuss. We have GAC, we have some news, we have a lot to do tonight. Unlike yesterday where it was Hogwarts Legacy. But it is great to see everybody again. Alright. So, let's get into the GAC first. Also, in case you haven't noticed, we do have a brand new setup, which is huge thanks to Moonborn. So thank you, Moonborn, for this amazing setup. I love the new streaming setup. It looks amazing. You did great. So going into this, we have Carl Johan. So we're kind of down at the bottom right now. George Jets, Chibi, Carl Johan, Ghost, Kitson, Duro, me, and Blue Milk fans. So going in here. I see that we have a Jabba, we have Ray, Slacker. We have a Mace Windu. Not a level 9 Kron. Saw with a Rolo Kron. And Queen Amidala. So we have our work cut out for us. We have about 3 minutes. We also do have ads going on Twitch, so I will take a little bit of a break right there. I won't get too far into this. But first and foremost, we are going to start with Ray. Do that, and Jedi Training Ray. Grab that Seerkron. Alright, and this is what we're gonna work with. Again, I got 3 minutes until that goes. This is generally the way I counter Ray. I have really good success with it. I have heard that a lot of people don't. It is the Raycron too. So hopefully this doesn't screw me like it did last time. We're gonna find out. But yeah, so after we discuss this, we will get into some of the news and some of the other stuff. Welcome back, everybody, over on Twitch. So yeah, we will cover all that news and everything after. So they had all 6 kits drop. The news that Stormtrooper Luke Skywalker is actually going to be part of a 3-man team with Leia and Han, which they actually went and updated the base models for Leia and Han, which look really nice. Leia actually looks like a real person. I will go take care of that really quick, and I will be right back. All right, I'm back. So yeah, all right, let's get right into this. All right, so I've seen a lot of people go right after Ray and Ben, but what you gotta do, you gotta go right after Ezra. Let's hope we can survive this. Try to keep that up. Alright, good. Back onto the offensive. One down. See some damage immunity. Alright, we're gonna save the saber throw. I was not expecting Ben to go that quickly. Alright, and we're still alive, out of damage immunity. Drop the ship. Max banners, and that's how it's... Okay. This one I think we're going to Leia. Good job, out of the way. Alright, and I do have another timer set for an hour, so I gotta get the clothes out of the dryer in an hour. Come on. Counter, counter. Get that health up. Protection. Let him eat, let him eat. Leia's gone. So good. I love this Quran. Keep stacking. Done. We'll go ahead and use this Quran. Over there. That's not good. Stay off of him. Everybody's in. At least we got a stun there. Let's see if we can get. Ah! Slacker killed him. I can't get him back. And Leia's wasted. We really have to waste Bane up here. Wanted to save this for Queen Amidala. Everybody's in damage immunities. Good stun. Oh, that was nice. Okay, okay. Now we're cooking with fire. We're cooking with fire. Alright, if you run into this situation, Bane, don't even try Leia, because Leia clearly didn't work. Alright, now how are we gonna get through Seer? I need this is also without Star Killer. Okay, we're gonna do this. And then it's calling for Death Trooper and Hey Sahil, how are you doing? It's a good day. That's great to hear. It's a good evening over here. It's 8 o'clock. It's great to see you. Okay, so get that on C. Now I feel like we want to link up Terran. Put the tank tech on over here. Yeah, off. Yes, kill those two. That I'm good with. Alright, do that. Shift. Let's go. Okay. We'll go Cal. Link up you and link up you. Let's cleanse you up. And throw it on auto. That's all she wrote. Alright, welcome back to everybody over on Twitch. Alright, one wall down. See what's on the back wall. Hey, GC Devil, how's it going? It's a tough defense. Not you, I want you. This is gonna be tough to clean up. Alright, let's see if we can get you out of here. Really? I just got rid of her. Alright, let's get rid of all those buffs. Everybody's in crit immunity, unfortunately. Come on, if I get one more turn and get over to POW. Alright, we'll get rid of Queen. I wanted to go POW, but hey, I am with you there today, GC Devil. Great to have you on the stream, though. Alright, let's get POW. Yoda and Rocky. Alright, this kind of scares me. I know that Rolo Quran could be a nightmare. Let's see, what are the big counters for that? First, Treya, which I don't have. Balin is on defense. Treya. Wampa's already used. Gas is 90%. Alright, this does scare me because I know how Saw can be. I want to save this for Bo. Let's get the 25 turn leader. Let's see, that's... do that. Save that for when gas goes down. I know I'm not supposed to be using this, but where's Rex? Oh shoot, I was supposed to be Rex. And immediately Fize goes down, and I bit that one. Oh, I misclicked that one. But with those 2 drops, I honestly don't know how we're gonna clear all this. How's the Night Sisters here? They're not up here. This has not been our GAC. Alright, let's isolate at least Baze. Are you freaking kidding me? Everything that could go wrong this GAC has gone wrong. Just end it already. Seriously. See? Just do it. Christ almighty. Is he gonna pull it off? Is the Auto Savage Oppress gonna pull this off? You're on the wrong guy, I gotta get over here. He did it. Any out damage Chirrut. I think this is gonna this might time out right here. Clean up a little though. Yeah, this is gonna be a timeout. Yeah, there's just too much. We can't get through that. He was down. He was just down in the red. He's got 12 heal over times. I think he's in the red again. Okay, this shouldn't take too much. Can we do... What about geos? I don't ever use them. Even with that, I don't know if we're gonna have what it takes to get through all of this. I don't think Java beats this. Ufu's Bane. Treya would, but we burned her. Oh, actually, you know what we do have? We do have a good... I knew I pulled him off T for a reason. We'll just give him a little boost, some tenacity and armor pen. And, as I always tell everybody, just auto. Literally, this is an auto battle. Like, I try not to auto, but that's just what this battle is it's an auto. And this is why you get your Phoenix up. Okay, so the question is, where do we use Jabba? I'm thinking maybe Jabba here. We got Bo-Katan, I'm thinking Bo-Katan here. Then up top we just have Mace, and that's not a Fulcron. Maybe Luke. We do have our Night Sisters too. We also have Pirates. We have a Sith team. We do have the Jedi team. We could use Maz there. Alright, we have ads over on Twitch, so we will take a minute to just kind of debate what we're gonna do. Also, this Jedi team, we could throw Maz over here. There's not a whole lot there. We could do Maz. Smee. And... Pirate Crown. You do that again. It is a Relic 3 Maz up against a Relic 7. Color him back. He's only got 2 Zeta. He's got his 2 Zetas. Not as super. Like he doesn't have the full leadership. We'd also be going up against Kenobi, which is at Relic 3, 7 Anakin, Relic 1, and then Year 12. With only 1 Zeta. So we'll get this underway. Welcome back, everybody. If you haven't already and you're over on YouTube, go ahead and give a like and subscribe over there. We'd love to get our members. So let's give that a like if you haven't. And then also, if you're over on Twitch, just remember that we do have our subscribers over there. And I am working on some pretty cool ideas on what I want to do for subscribers / members, which we can't have any members on YouTube yet. So if you want to join that, I'm thinking of some really cool stuff. Plus, you get to miss out on all the ads. And also, if you're not in the Discord, go ahead and join the Discord. It is in the link tree, which is in the profile below. You hit that link tree, you will find Discord link right at the top, followed by Kate's Twitch, my Twitch, YouTube, the Spotify link, the Amazon podcast, the Apple podcast, as well as my PayPal. If you want to donate to the channel, I would greatly appreciate that, and everything that is donated will go right into the channel, whether it's paying for this awesome stuff that Moonborn did, or just because Moonborn is helping redo a lot of the channel, and I definitely appreciate that, as well as also, you know, like any packs you guys want to see, just shoot me a link, be like, hey, get the episode pass, and we will do that. So with that, we will get into Kelleran versus Maz. Alright, let's get right over on Anakin. Alright, Anakin's down. Let's see if we could get rid of Kenobi. They hit hard. But she's only a Relic 3. Oh, get some healing up. Get some profit going. You just... That is a Relic 3. She just demolished a 7. Okay, how do we handle this? We can't use Night Sisters because Great Mothers makes it so people can't revive. Is Jabba a good counter here? Okay, Kenobi, Treya again on defense. Defense, Bo-Katan is 96%. That was with Kreese, and we'll do the Rolocron. Alright, here we go. I want to say I tried this and it failed.
No.
So I'm a little worried about this one.
No. No. No, no.
Alright, one down.
No.
Going to Poop Stance.
No.
Okay, okay. Oh.
No.
Alright, that's 2 walls down. Alright, how do we counter this Kron? Gas, Great Mothers, Gungans is on defense. Star Killer is not there. Phoenix is used. Leia's used. Trey is at 95%. Bo-Katan. Is that a thing? It was only seen 15 times, but it is a 80%. I don't know how. Let's get you bleeding. Or don't bleed. He's marked. We gotta get that mark off so we can get over here. Cleanse. For mark. We gotta get some of these plagues off. God, this taunt is killing me. If we could get around this taunt. Get Crosshair just murking people. Not good, not good. Come on, get off of that. How is this 80%? Alright, so even if we do get this clear, we're going to probably lose this because we got 4 drops on this wall alone. 5... We have 5 drops total already. This is bad. Throw that off. Mass done. Throw that, dispel. Defense. That gives us our auto kill. Get taunt off you, insta kill. Alright, we gotta try to take Mace down in one shot. Hopefully the Hut Cartel works. Alright, let's get over here. Let's see if we can get Jocasta out quick. Throw an armor shard on her. I don't want her pulling out the guns. Alright, she's down. Gonna armor start it over here. Work on Deepa. Nice. Okay, that's good. Now we're gonna work on Mace. See if we could take out Ayla, and done. Okay, good job. Good job, Jabba. Alright, so Jabba does work, but we did have 5 drops so far. That does not bode well. At all. And he's got the FU defense. Um... So we have Profundity. We have Leviathan. We don't have Executor. So we could Levy counter. Levy mirror. I really have an issue with Executors. So I just want a Profundity that... I just don't know how to get through the Profundity. Alright, let's see. For counters, levy, levy, levy. Alright, to try and get the full clear. This isn't going to go well. Fire and TIE Fighter with you and you. Again, this is not going to go well. I hate Executor. If we drop this, I'm just gonna profundity it. We'll let County Levy with the mirror, and then we'll just leave the one, and that's gonna have to be that. I'm telling you, Executor, me and Executor just does not. I hate Executor, I really do. Alright. Doing oven through him. Keep hitting him. I hate this shit with a passion. Wiggle. Alright, Alright, as soon as I hit auto, I'm going to have to go down and get the stuff out of the dryer, so... Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Um... I don't know how to counter this one. Six GLs on the front wall, jeez. That's tough, GC. Got a Relic 9. Great mods. We gotta at least try it, I guess. Okay. Got one down. If we could get Okay, we got one down. Let's try something. Alright, let's see what we can do. Let's see if... My thought is if the TIE Bomber could stop the assists. If we could get the burning out there quickly. Come on, let it. And silencer's out. Big this piston. Of course, we don't go first. And that's done. Alright, this is our last ship, so... we're pretty well sunk here. Whatever, dude. Yeah, we're pretty well sunk here. That's a lot of drops. We've had like 6 in that, I believe. Couldn't get the full clear. That's tough. I hate Executor. Ugh. Shit. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and switch over to the baby. This cold seems to be really bad right now. And I think the baby we got 2 and 1 last time. Alright, so baby account, Chromium 4. We are up against Darth Moore, Looks like he got a full clear. One drop on Ray. Cleared fleets. Yep, just the one drop on Ray. So with Merrick there, the with Merrick there, the not you. Phoenix actually doesn't work with that Merrick cron. And again, I have no datacrons, so go after you. You. Fun. I don't want to do too much here. In case there's a surprise on that back wall. Star Killer. Did they update the CLS model? On? In Chewy? I know they did Leia. So I know they updated the models for Leia and I'm drawing a Stormtrooper Han. Looks like they did Chewie, Han, and Luke too. And 3PO maybe. They look good. Dude, this Han just won't die. You. Down you go. Alright, now we could take Luke out. He's, that isolate served its purpose. Alright, really quick, let's go take a look at those models. For those that haven't seen the updated Rebel models, I knew about Leia. Where's my girl? Leia. So they updated her. She looks really, really good, and they added a little R2 in. She actually looks decent now. And then Stormtrooper Han, where are you? Right there. So they actually made him look like, you know, Harrison Ford. Or not Harrison, yeah. They made him actually look good. Same with normal Han. He just looks good. They did good. And then it was 3PO. Chewie. PO doesn't look different. They actually made him look like Mark Hamill. I wonder if they did R2. I mean, not much that you could do with R2, but... Old Ben is just old Ben. Alright, so on that back wall, we have Malgus. And this is what we saved Leia for. Get over there. Okay, so let's worry about this wall over here. Ability block. Can we get the stuns in? Perfect, perfect. Defense up on Luke. That was perfect, that was perfect. Alright, and take out Mary Jade. And Radis is about to run into a huge issue. Ads are on the way in 1 minute over on Twitch. Let's see if we can Beat the clock. How to beat Radis before we go to ads. Alright, we'll get this all queued up. If you haven't already, if you're watching over on YouTube, please give a like and subscribe. Toss my little Jedi there that didn't want to work with me for the lightsaber. Give a like, give a subscribe. Of course, we love to get our members up while we're over on while everybody on Twitch is in the ad. If you haven't already, click the link tree down below. Join, that has the link to everything Club 38, which is of course mine and Kate Gaiman's podcast. You can join the Discord. Links to my Twitch, her Twitch, my YouTube, as well as the Club 38 Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Podcast, and on top of that, my PayPal, which of course, if you guys want to donate to the channel, go ahead. Everything that you guys put into it will just go right back into the channel, so don't need to worry about anything there. So yeah, like and subscribe. I would really love to hit, you know, milestone numbers for the channel, and thank you all. Oh, this cough is killing me. Also, if you haven't, or not if you haven't, it's a good thing if you haven't, but I do want to toss something else up. Where is it? Where is it? Where is my graphic? Right there. There's my graphic. Okay. So I just want to take a moment to talk about something that is really, really important. If you're listening right now and you're in a situation that feels unsafe, or maybe you're walking on eggshells around someone that you love, please know you're not alone. I have been there. I'm still currently there. This is a safe house that I am currently in. I know what it's like to feel trapped, to question yourself and wonder if things will ever change. But I'm here today because I reached out and there is help. The National Domestic Violence Hotline is available 24/7. The numbers are right there. You could call 1-800-799-SAFE 7233, or even just go to thehotline.org if you can't talk out loud. It's free, it's confidential, and the people on the other end truly, truly do care. No matter what anyone has ever told you, you do deserve to feel safe. You deserve love without fear. You deserve to have peace. Ugh, sorry, this is such a hard topic for me. You deserve to have peace in your own home. So if you need help, please reach out. You're stronger than you think you are, and You are absolutely not alone. Between the cough and that being just such a tough subject, it's hard to get through sometimes. But welcome back, everybody, over on Twitch. Alright, let's get into Wampa versus the Geos. Maybe. I think he killed one of them. Yep. Alright, so we just got Geos and Grievous left, so... This might be a little overkill, but what if we do... Not that. Something like this. Look, it even took us into Palpatine's lair. Cleanse everything. Good stun. Good stun. We'll get over here and the Alpha. Stun. Alright, Brute's gone. Or the Alpha's gone. Let's just pick off these. Okay, let's go Mommy Mando here. And you're just killing my banners, Grievous. I hate you. God, I hate Grievous. The two things insta will go that I can't stand: Grievous and Executor.
No, no. No.
Alright, that's terrible. I can't get through profundity. This is 2 accounts that I can't get through profundity on. That's ridiculous. I'm not even gonna bother. So it's gonna be 2 L's. It is what it is. Hey, Darthrant, thanks for the follow.
Rebellions are built on hope.
Rebellions are built on hope. Pretty good. How are you doing, Darthrant? Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. So GAC didn't go very good, but hey, if you're doing great, that's good. It's really good to hear. Let's just go ahead and I want to take Mommy Mando up to or like 8. Come on. Sure. All right, Mommy Mando is up. Nah, this is the rebellion here. Um, let's switch back over to the big account. Yeah, this is the rebellion here, man. Welcome to the rebellion. Good job switching sides. We have cookies over here. You're welcome to help yourself. They're chocolate chip and peanut butter. Alright, so onto the big account again. Mint cookies are, I mean, I'm a Girl Scout leader, so, just saying, Thin Mints. Alright, so that's probably gonna end up with those 6 drops are probably gonna end up being a loss. In the raid, we got top scores so far, 10-9. That's actually a first for me. I've never actually got number 1. Let's see. We do have ads over on Twitch in 1 minute. Let's go ahead and just do a little TV. So a big thing to remember about this this crate boss is he can actually eat somebody twice in a row and throw up at him. Whereas in the old crate raid, he couldn't do that. So that's just kind of something you want to watch out for. Like right there, he just did it. Going on the attack. Alright, and then we're going to shoot him. Now he's just gonna go right back at that. Now let's try to cleanse that off. See if we could get this up so we could actually use that again, because he's gonna try to eat him.
No.
Go into poop stance.
No. No.
I just can't get over this cough. And that is how you do the Mando boss. Alright, we do have ads over on Twitch. And then I will show you the Reva battle. I personally, this is the lineup that I use. Not that, and where are you there? So this is the lineup that I use. I like Merrick. The Omicron makes it ridiculously easy. Like, you will see just how easy this is now. I do have just about every Zeta on here. Good mods on Riva. So they are modded really well too. But again, oh, she's actually missing a mod. Welcome back, welcome back. I'm just gonna use this one. It's a mod. Alright, so again, for this, you're gonna use Merrick. Well, if you have Merrick, it makes it ridiculously easy with the Omicron. You're gonna see here. So we will shock. Let's put more health over here on GI. Okay, now you get to this fight, and this is the Kenobi fight. Watch the sheer easiness of this. It is one button. It just melts Kenobi, and that gives us Reva shards. So if you work on Merrick, that is a free Reva shard for your guild. That easy. Don't get anything I could do there. Really want to save a bunch of my deployment for tomorrow to see. I can show you some of my day 2 stuff. So this one's pretty easy as well if you use the first order. Yeah, if you use him for the Reva event to get the Reva shards, it pays off, as you just saw. Like, one hit just destroys Kenobi. Do that. Take out the alpha. So the big thing with there is you want to take out the alpha as quick as you could. We're going to put that over there. We'll put that over here. Going to alt. Hey, thanks, Carl. Hey, it's CG for the follow.
Rebellions are built on hope.
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. CG's not that bad though, are they? Let's see. So normally for this one, I use the Inquisitors. But obviously I just use them. So we could do... Let's see, who do I... we'll skip this one, we'll come back. I don't have the geos ready, so I can't do that one. Up top, we have... an Empire team. So the way I generally work this, we'll try to get over to Vader. Throw that down. And then Geo Spy, I like to try to saber throw and take him right out. Get over to Vader. When it comes to this, you're gonna see a lot of these guys more than likely die. That is okay. Do that. All you need is Lord Vader to live. Come on, if I could just keep Vader around for one more turn. Spawned him for one more turn. Alright, and then this is pretty easy. Lord Vader could kind of just do this on his own. Fast turn over to Vader. Alright, and then over here we could do... I've never actually tried this, but let's try like a Balin. You know what? We don't have Merrick. Let's try like a Night Sister. Again, I've never tried Night Sister either. Dang. What can we try? Sith. Let's try Sith. I've never actually used this team here either. Because it's just the one fight, it's Ackley. Where is all of C's alt? You took out Bane. All right. What do you got? IPB. No. Okay, I do want to check something out though. I don't want to do that. All right, take care. Thank you again for the follow. It was good chatting with you. Okay, so I do want to toss this up here. Throw this down here. Okay, so there's that. So this is my Discord. If you aren't in this, it is down in the link tree down below. You can join that and it'll take you right here. So again, that's the link tree. It'll take you to a bunch of links. It'll be my YouTube, my Twitch, Kate's Twitch, All Club 38, the Discord. It's all right there. The PayPal. It's all right there. Right there. That's fine. So something that happened earlier was we got a ton of news that I want to talk about. The first being that on April 1st they did a cut bundle. If you didn't get that cut bundle, it is back in the shop for 7 days. Still $5, but you could get the cut bundle. That'll take it straight to Relic 9. So if you go down to here to the data mines, there was a ton of stuff that came out. starting with this up here. It's 5 Lightspeed bundles that are going to be coming into the game. The big ones that I want to touch up on are the 2 Kenobi ones, the Scythe, and yeah, this cough, I hate it. And then this here is actually a veteran, or Clone Wars, or a veteran smuggler Chewbacca? Veteran smuggler. Okay, we got ads in 1 minute, so I will try to hurry up. If you read through a bunch of this, it's a bunch of like, they do give you a lot of like mystery stuff and everything that was announced. The treasure troves, crystals, a bunch of stuff. But if you go down a little further, we will touch up on that soon. Where did I see it? The merge units, and so this is the Scythe. So basically what the Scythe is going to give you is the actual ship at 7 stars, level 85, and ability tier 7. That is really good. I'm gonna take a little bit of a, I'm gonna hold on a minute. Twitches and ads. Does it say who the Okay, as soon as I get back, it does say that in this bundle, when they get back, I'll hold off. If you haven't already and you're watching over on YouTube, please drop a like and subscribe. I understand Twitch has a lot of stuff that they get for them, but that's because Twitch, I could actually have memberships and everything for, I have subscribers. Twitch has gone a long way, where YouTube is still kind of far behind on that aspect because it requires a lot more. But Twitch has got it to the point where I could actually do this stuff. So Twitch kind of gets all that right now, and YouTube, as soon as I can, will catch up to that. But welcome back, people from Twitch. So the Scythe Lightspeed bundle, as you could see, it's gonna come with the ship. So the Inquisitor Strike without empower the Scythe to 7 stars. So that'll be the ship. Strengthen 5th Brother to Relic level 5, and your Grand Inquisitor to Relic level 5. So this will buy both the Inquisitor and 5th Brother with ability tier 7. Relic 5, 7 stars. So this will, if you're having an issue with the Grand Inquisitor event, because it is kind of a pain, right here, we'll take them right to Relic 5. They got to be Relic 7 for the Reva event. So from there, it's just a couple more relics on the rest of the team. They did have the previous Inquisitor bundle, which again was to Relic 5. So this will give you a working team for Inquisitors. So that's a pretty nice bundle. I did see that where's that giant wall of text? So this is the Swago event server. This is where a lot of the general data mines and everything are posted. So this is where we could see a lot of the news. There's a stranger. Or that's the new Vader. A lot of good stuff. There's the new Luke. And then there's the new Maul. But if we go up here, come on, where's that giant wall of text? Alright, Phil server. So this is Fat Phil server. This is where I saw it. Did they delete it all? It looks like they deleted a lot of it. Oh no, here it is. Okay, so the Cheetah, the CW Chewie, so Clone War Chewie Lightspeed Bundle, $4.99 ends 11/27/2025. So that is bunched with the Cup Lightspeed Bundle right above it. So I'm gonna assume that that's gonna be taking your Clone Wars Chewie to Relic 9 for $5, which is a really good investment. This is going to be the 22nd of November, so 10 days from now. It'll give you 5 days to do it. I do know that the Cup Bundle is going on right now. It looks like it will be back because it's starting at 3 o'clock a.m. It'll be right there. And then the Kenobi bundle. So the Kenobi bundle is going to take you the 7 stars, level 85, ability tier 7, and relic 5. And who does this include, you might ask? So bundle 1 is Mace Windu, Ayla Secura, which so if you think about it, taking Ayla up to Relic 5 is a Master Kenobi, a Master Kenobi thing, obviously right down. She is also needed for the Jedi Master Mace Windu team. Mace going up, he's a pilot. Bo-Katan Kryze, she's used in the BKM team, one of the two. And Qui-Gon Jinn, IG-100, Clone Sergeant, Phase 1, Cad Bane, and Cody. All right there to Relic 5. That is a really good chunk. With Clone Troopers are kind of a pain to get up anyway, especially Phase 1 because he's not really needed much right now. So taking him up to Relic 5 right off the bat, that's kind of a no-brainer. My big thing though is Mace Windu. He's used in other bundles. Same with Bo-Katan Kryze and Qui-Gon. And IG-100. All these are kind of repeated for the most part. But you are getting Ayla up and a couple other teams. Cody and the Clone Troopers. So that's where your win is in this, because those guys I don't remember really seeing anywhere. And then bundle 2 again is ability tier 7, relic relic 7. Yeah, so the first one is going to be relic 5, the second one is going to be relic 7. And it's going to be level 85 and ability tier 7 with the Negotiator at 7 stars, level 85 and ability tier 7. So that is going to give you Kenobi's ship right off the bat. That's huge. And you're also getting, with that, you're getting General Kenobi at Relic 7. So that is that whole Negotiator fleet. As long as you can get the rest of the fleet built up, that gives you the Negotiator with Kenobi at 7. That is huge. Plus you're getting Wat Tambor, General Grievous, another pilot, Jango Fett, and Shakti, which is a territory battle unit. Or not territory battles. No, she could be fine. But she's used on that clone trooper team, and that's really, really good. She used to be really well back in the day, and still is. She's really useful on like a Jedi team. All at Relic 7. That is big. So again, that takes everybody to 7. The other big thing that popped up today is the kit. So let's get over to the kit. Alright, so I'm not going to read all this because I still got the cough and everything. And it's kind of hard to talk right now without having to cough. So the big thing here that I noticed was that Luke is going to be part of a 3-person team. So it's going to be a 3-team 3v3 GAC. He is going to be the leader in Rebel. So again, it states right here 3v3 Grand Arena. And then if you do, you're going to want to do Stormtrooper, Leia, R2, and Old Ben, the Colonel of the squad. And what that does with R2 and Leia, I don't know. I don't think you're gonna want to pull R2 away from Leia, because there are specific callouts in her kit to R2. So I don't see using him more in 5v5, but definitely the 3v3 with Han and Leia. And basically the addition of R2 and Old Ben should round out the team. This all begins November 18th at 11 o'clock. So bear in mind that Relic Delta is heavily mentioned in all of this with balancing a lot of this out. So my assumption is that Relic Delta will be launching with this. And plus they have said that Relic Delta is going to be part of the next like big patch, being this in the Coliseum and everything. So I expect to see Relic Delta by the 18th, if not before. So the kit is his basic TK 421, and by the way, they did release all 6 kits, and I'm not, because they released them all at the same time. I'm not going to read all of that. I will kind of skim over it. Special damage, if it's Luke's turn, you get buff disruption. High damage variance. Buff disruption, what is that? It's immune to buffs until damaged by an attack. Once damaged by an attack, lose 100% turn meter. So he's gonna hit somebody with this, they're gonna get buff distraction, not being able to get buffs, and until somebody hits them. So and then when they do, they lose 100% turn meter. That could come in handy a lot. Is the new buff that it has interesting gameplay surrounding it. It's kind of like fragile buff immunity plus stagger, where it breaks on any damage losing applied. To add some gameplay and decision space around the debuff, of stagger-like effect of losing all their turn meter happens if you decide to break the buff immunity with damage. That kind of explains their thought behind it. The inspiration refers to the operating number of the stormtrooper whose armor Luke dons as a disguise. So that TK421 was the stormtrooper's number. Why does this attack have high damage variance? Stormtroopers and Stormtrooper Han both have this drawback on their basic ability, so it made sense Luke should get it too. Special 1. You're short for a Stormtrooper. Dispel all buffs on all enemies. Rally allies. Tenacity up for 2 turns, which can't be dispelled or prevented. Grant target other ally a bonus turn. Target others, so you're probably going to want to go Leia there, because she has her ability where she could just kind of like hit 2, 3, 4 times in a row. And I believe she does get stealth when she hits that. If the target ally is Princess Leia, she gains 30% offense and ignores so yeah, right there. You're going to want Leia for the 30% offense and ignore taunt effects. So you could just constantly hit 2, 3, 4 times at 30% more offense. Anybody you want. If Princess Leia and Stormtrooper Han are allies, the chance effects are increased by 100%. So, for 2 turns. So that's not the chance of hitting 4 or 5 times. It is a 100% chance that she's going to hit that. Design notes, Princess Leia and Stormtrooper Han are vintage characters whose kits need a bit of modernization to make them workable. In addition to a buff dispel on the enemy, we add Rally from Resistance Hero Finn, handing out bonuses based on their role. Finally, Princess Leia and Stormtrooper Han have a couple abilities that only have a chance of working. That is impossible to rely on when attempting to make an informed decision in the heat of combat. So this helps mitigate that by guaranteeing those effects go off. Synergy, obvious callouts to Leia and Stormtrooper Han, and the buffing of their chance to mechanics. Inspiration for this: when Luke Skywalker entered Princess Leia's cell, she snarkily remarked, "Aren't you short? Aren't you a little short for a Stormtrooper?" Frequently asked questions. Is there an indication that Han and Leia's chance effects are guaranteed? Yes, there is a blue effect icon with some reminder text that is in effect. Special ability 2, where could he be? Inflict vulnerable on all enemies for 1 turn. Gain offense up for 2 turns, and non-tank rebel allies gain stealth for 1 turn. So he and Leia will be getting stealth. Call all rebel allies to assist, dealing 10% more damage for each stealth ally. So 20% if you're doing it in 3v3. Design notes: an all-call ability getting the whole squad to attack the target is always fun. Synergy: Princess Leia obviously wants the stealth, and when everyone else is stealth, your tank needn't worry about taunting. They're only legal taunts anyway. Inspiration: when the trash compactor was about to crush our heroes, Luke tried to contact 3PO on the comlink, only for 3PO not to answer. This caused Luke to exasperate. Where could he be? The Stormtrooper Luke assist himself? Yes, if the ability states all X assist, then it will include the unit activating ability if they are X as well. If it states all other X, then they will exclude themselves whether they qualify or not. Do I have any control over Luke's disruption? I i.e. does Luke go for the assisting? Because of the way our slot ordering works, Luke, who will likely be in the leader slot, will almost certainly attack a split second before the rest of the squad, causing buff disruption to be immediately consumed and removing their turn meter. Unique. Something just moved past my leg. He gains 10 speed. Leia and Han are allies. They are Stormtrooper. If Princess Leia and Stormtrooper Han are allies, they and Stormtrooper Luke gain 30% or 30 speed until the end of battle instead. So you're gonna want to obviously use those three because you'll get 30 speed until the end of battle. At the start of each encounter, all tanks taunt, and all the other allies stealth. Whenever a rebel ally stealths, all other rebel tank allies taunt. Whenever a rebel ally gains bonus turn meter while below 100% turn meter, they gain protection up 10 stacking, max 50% for 2 turns. Whenever there's a critical hit, they recover 10% health and protection. Leader, Zeta, and Omicron. At the start of battle, rebel allies gain 10% critical damage, defense, max health, and max protection. If Leia and Han are present, these increases are tripled. So 30% critical chance, critical damage, defense, max health, and max protection. While a rebel ally has more than 50% health, they have 100% defense. And whenever they use an ability on their turn, they expose the target enemy for 1 turn. While a rebel ally has less than 50% health, they gain 50% offense. When a rebel ally is stealth, they have 20% defense penetration. If stealth or taunt is dispelled from an ally, they gain defense up and foresight. If a rebel ally removes turn meter, distract that enemy for 1 turn. Distracted can't gain bonus turn meter. While in 3v3 Grand Arenas, so this is the Omicron. And there's Leia and Han, and no enemy GLs. Whenever stealth is dispelled, reduce the cooldowns of their abilities by 1. While stealth, Leia ignores the target enemy's protection when attacking. Whenever a rebel ally scores a critical hit against an enemy, the enemy loses 10% turn meter. Whenever an enemy is inflicted with distract, they are also inflicted with ability block for 1 turn. Whenever a rebel ally is dazed or stunned, dispel that effect, distract, and inflict protection disruption for 1 turn on the enemy, which can't be evaded or resisted. Princess Leia and Han have their chance effects increased to 100% until the end of battle. While Luke is active, he gains 15% evasion, increased by 5%, max 50 each time an ally attacks. Out of turn. Tank allies gain 100% defense, increased by 5%, max 450. Each time they take damage, attacker allies gain 50% critical damage and offense increased by 1%. Each time they score a critical hit against an enemy, while another ally has protection, Stormtrooper Han or Luke can't be defeated. So that's a pretty good Omicron. The tank, or the lifter in the tank that we all needed for Dr. Aphra. So IG-90. It's a support, bounty hunter, droid, scoundrel. Because Dr. Aphra could use a hand, it worked overtime to boost the effectiveness of her hack commando. So this says you're going to want IG-90 along with Afra, DT, Trip 0, and HK-47. Basic ability, void delivered, damage twice, inflict defense down for a turn. If the leader is Elf, Afra, grant, and trigger 2 stacks of heal over time on all allies. If there's an active hack command droid, it taunts for 1 turn. FIQ, nothing. Devastating barrage, deal physical damage to all enemies and trigger all stacks of damage over time on all enemies and mark the target enemy for 2 turns, which can't be evaded or resisted. If the leader is Afra, call other dark side droids to assist, and all allies recover 20% health and protection. They gain offense up for 2 turns. IG-90 gains 40% defense and hack commando droid taunts for 2 turns. Which the hack commando droid is the summon droid that she pulls up. FAQ, does IG-90 also assist himself when he uses the ability? He's a dark side droid as well. No, the ability calls out that it causes other dark side droids to assist, thus makes it exclude the unit using the ability, which is in case is IG-90. Query dead or alive, Zeta and Omicron. At the start of battle, he has 100% counter chance. Whenever he's damaged, he inflicts speed down on a random enemy, and all scoundrel allies recover 5% health and protection. If the ally in the leader slot is Afra, and I can't talk right now. The start of battle, all allies gain 100% bonus protection, and Afra stealths for 2 turns. When critically hit, when an ally critically hits an enemy, they gain speed up. When 90 resists the debuff, Afra gains 5 stacks of siphon. At the start of battle, dark side droids have 50% critical avoidance. At the start of each encounter, if Afra has less than 50% stacks as siphon, she gains. Hey, thank you, Horizon. Thank you, Horizon, for the raid. I appreciate that. So for those just coming in, we finished GAC. We're just kind of going through the kit. We covered the news a little bit with the light speed bundles that came out and some of the news for the year-end era. Thanks for the follow, Cybix.
Rebellions are built on hope.
Is that 18? Thank you, Cybix18, for the follow. And again, thanks, Horizon, for the raid. And thanks, Skate 790919 for the follow. I appreciate it.
Rebellions are built on hope.
So yeah, I'm pretty good with numerals. So for those just joining in, my apologies. I have a cold, so if I cough a lot, I'm coughing a lot right now. So the Omicron for oh, and if you're just joining, in the link tree below is the link trees for everything Club 38, which is mine and Kate Gaiman's podcast. We are the only two female Swiggle content creators. So in the link below is the Discord. Feel free to join, get the roles, get all the notifications. We would love to have you. Yeah, Horizon, it's a pain. My kids aren't even here. I just kind of got it, but I'm a teacher, so I'm around kids all day, every day. It was bound to happen. So the Omicron, and again, I'm not like reading these word for word because I don't want to do that. There's 6 kits here. Exactly. And I teach UPK. So I'm right at that. The Omicron for 90 is a territory war. Whenever he uses special ability, Afra has 200 or more stacks of Siphon. He and Afra recover 40% health and protection and gain 30% offense, stacking until the end of the encounter. Whenever an enemy is defeated, the weakest ally gains damage immunity for 1 turn. Whenever he is defeated, refresh the cooldown of Afra's abilities by 1. Whenever an ally critically hits an enemy, dispel all buffs. At the start of battle, I can't talk. Scoundrel allies gain critical chance up and critical damage for 2 turns, and bounty hunter allies gain speed up, accuracy up for 2 turns. When Afra has more than 50 stacks of Siphon, all allies gain taunt effects. That's a lot. No FAQ. Yeah, just looking at all these kits, like, if it was 1 or 2 kits, I would actually try to read it for word, but we just did 2, and I'm already, like already having a coughing fit. So, he's got a leader ability. At the start of battle, all dark side droids, dark side bounty hunter allies gain 30% critical chance and critical damage. All the kits combined is longer than the yeah, pretty much. This kit is insane. We read the titles of Stormtroopers abilities. That's as far as I made it. I'm on number 2 and I'm already like questioning my life now. There's a contract. Leader ability, gain all scoundrel allies 20% offense, 20% tenacity until the end of battle. When 90 is in the leader slot and not the active ally, the following contract is active. So he only gets the leader when he only gets contract when he's the leader. Look 20 debuffs and only bounty hunter abilities can contribute to this contract. For the rest of battle, all but bounty hunter allies have their payouts activated and gain the following. While a bounty hunter ally is attacking, they have 5% offense and deal bonus true damage. When he gets it by another scoundrel ally in the leader slot, gains 50 Siphon. He also gains the following payout. Okay, so this is what he would get if Afra's in the leader slot. He would get, she would get 50 Siphon, and he also gets, Hack Commando Droid gains 40% defense, and Hack Commando Droid taunts for 2 turns, then grants 50 Siphon to Dr. Afra until the end of the encounter. And bounty hunter allies have 50% potency and 30% offense. That's a lot. FAQ. Dr. Afra is not a bounty hunter. How does IG-90 get his payout? And thus the benefits for Afra and HCD. Normally a payout only happens when a bounty hunter contract is fulfilled, but IG-90 can have his activated under Afra lead when she gains 50 siphons. How much critical chance and critical damage does a dark side droid bounty hunter 90 IG and 4 LOM get at the start of battle? That unit will receive 30% critical chance and critical damage because they are Darkside Troid, and additionally receive another 30 for being Darkside Bounty Hunters, totaling 60%. That's a lot. I honestly don't know if I could continue this. Barris is a healer, Inquisitor. I'm just gonna state like what I've read overall. So what they basically want to create a second squad of Inquisitors, and that's where she's gonna slot in. Since Seventh Sister is Barris as well. She is on the Traya team. This one is going to fill in, consistent of Second Sister. We're leading her own squad, consistent of Second, Ninth, which are the two that are kind of kicked out to begin with. Eighth brother and fifth brother. So you'd be pulling those off the Inquisitor, the Riva team. For 3v3, she'll do best with ninth and second, rounding out that team. So let's go over back to the game. Nope, we need that. Okay, so we'll come back over to the game really quick. So this would give us 9 Inquisitors. That's not enough for a full team. So basically you want her, 9th and 2nd. That's going to be our 3-person team. And then they're calling for 8th and 5th. So that would just leave Merrick, Grand Inquisitor, and Riva is their own thing. And who else am I missing? Seventh Sister. So Seventh Sister would stay there too. Yeah, the kids are they're crazy. Thanks Horizon. I'm the Queen of Swago. What can I say? When there's only 2 of us and Kate says that she's not a content creator, that kind of leaves just me. Have a great night. Again, thanks for the raid. So I don't know what other than adding the extra team in 3v3, they'd need another Inquisitor unit if they're trying to add 2 teams. And also there are ads over on Twitch. Alright, so we'll get this back up. These kits are weird. Let's see, does she have an Omicron? A Zeta? Wow, hers is lengthy. How many Omicron materials does it take to unlock the Omicron tier? When an Omicron is only viable for half the battles and being restricted only 3v3 or 5v5, it only costs 10. So, she's gonna have a 3v3 in here somewhere. Where did they put it? There it is. Up here it just says leader. It doesn't say Omicron. So Meathead, I would just kind of go through and be like, hey, this is Zeta and Omicron. 3v3 if Grand Inquisitors are not an ally. If Grand Inquisitor is not an ally. Inquisitors gain 30% crit chance and 50% crit damage. Whenever an ally critically hits an enemy, the enemy gains a stack of Purge, which can't be resisted until the end of the encounter. Allied Second Sister is immune to daze and stun. And whenever Inquisitor Bears uses an ability, Second Sister assists. The assist will be critical hit if able. At the end of each Inquisitor Bears' turns, reduce the cooldown of Second Sister's abilities by 1. So when you have Ninth Sister over there tanking everything, and Second Sister just doing all of these dazes and stuns and everything, that'll be big. Looks like just the one Zeta, and it being a 3v3. Darth Vader. He's an attacker, Sith Empire. Opportunity to see our squad vision for the character. Is gonna basically be a Palpatine team with Starkiller being pulled off for the Stranger. 5v5 Grand Arena team included Mara Jade, Emperor's Hand, Tarkin, and Royal Guard. So Tarkin's gonna get that slot in while Vader's working with the clone troopers. Royal Guard, Jade, and Palpatine. Again, his event begins the 27th. Let's see, what do we got here? Alright, I see the name Vader used above and in the kit. Does this refer to the original Darth Vader unit? No, all references to Vader in the kit and in this kit refer to Darth Vader Duel's End. So that is stated that it's not just Vader. Can Vader assist himself? No, the ability calls the strongest other attacker. Why does this event call it Inquisitors when Darth Vader works with them throughout the show? While Vader does work with and even train some of the Inquisitors, it is a tumultuous relationship at best. By the end of the duel, Darth Vader has already been betrayed by Reva and is dealt with her accordingly, resulting in the dynamic captured by this kit. Zeta and Omicron, Grand Arena. Palpatine is in the leader slot. Fracture target enemy, and other random enemy until the start of Darth Vader's next turn, or until Vader is defeated, which can't be copied, dispelled, or evaded. Vader can't gain bonus turn meter this turn. FAQ. Do enemies lose their buffs before or after damage is dealt? Buffs are dispelled before damage is dealt. Optimizing damage output. Does the ability deal 50% extra damage per debuff on an enemy? No, this ability calculates the number of enemies with at least one debuff and uses that number. For example, if the 3 out of 5 enemies are debuffed, the ability will deal an extra 150% damage. Yeah, my voice is too dead to be reading these kits. And then, of course, there's Yoda and Chewie, who's going to be kind of a buff for the Wookiee squad. So it's going to be powerful lead, Zalbar, Clone Wars Chewie, who is getting the Lightspeed bundle. Hint. And veteran smuggler Chewbacca. one with the first. The First Awakens. I love that they put fur in there. Distraction. Can't gain bonus turn meter. God, this is way too much. This unique one is crazy. That is nuts. I am not reading all that. That is a lot. Again, I know if you watch Three Scoundrels tomorrow, they have also said that they are not reading 6 kits. They will do 2. If you're in their Discord, they will, there's a vote going on for which 2 they read. But this is insane. Asajj, Night Sister, Ufu, Bounty Hunter, Leader. Adventures had her allying with Maverick, Jedi, and Beginner Atonement. While the Jedi is not yet in Galaxy Heroes, we couldn't pass up the opportunity to get this version into the game. She will find her home with Old Man Boba Fett. Fennec. We envision her squad being rounded out with 2 newest bounty hunters for LOM and Zuckuss. The squad will help Boba Fett dominate in territory wars, putting his sights on more than one GL in that mode. I could feel my voice going now. This kit... Hey CG, you have killed my voice. Also include original. No, in an effort to cut down on the length of some of those abilities, we tend to shorthand the character's name after the first time it's used. So all mentions of Ventress in the kit refers to Dark Disciple version. See, they're trying to cut down their kit by just typing out just Ventress instead of Dark Disciple, but they expect us to just read this whole thing. And then they tell you to know your place. Special one only grants Disciple once per battle. How can there be multiple Disciples? The Omicron in her unique will put Disciple on all other non-GL, non-tank bounty hunter allies. There's her payout. Again, they didn't put Omicron here. There is her Grand Arena Omicron. Bounty Hunter allies gain 50% max health and potency. Non-GLs and non-tank bounty hunters gain Disciple until the end of battle. Whenever Ventress or allies with Disciple are dazed, they dispel it and gain 50% turn meter. Whenever Ventress gains bonus turn meter, previous 50%, she gains 5% offense, stacking, max 150, till the end of the encounter. Ventress and all allies with the Disciple are immune to turn meter reduction. Whenever enemies attack out of turn, allies with Disciple and Ventress recover 5% health and protection. Oh, thank God we're at the end. Oh. So that is a lot of kits. Is that everybody? Asajj, Yoda, Luke, the Inquisitors, Vader. Oh, and then Maul. He's not out yet. So as you can see, this is a lot. That's a lot. See what else. Do they have any other news up? They also had their Extra Life charity event. Let's see, they did that one. This was another lengthy one. Oh, an IG-92. But there they are, the eras and everything. With Maul coming later. But with my voice dying, we are going to raid out. See who is streaming. Zareth. Okay, God, my voice is completely dead now. So we will go ahead and raid Zareth over on Twitch and over on YouTube. I think Tass and X is live. Yes, so Tassinix is live over on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, go ahead, jump over there, tell them that you're raiding, because I can't do it yet on YouTube. If you're watching over on Twitch, you will be going to see Zareth. Not letting me read now. There we go. And always remember that rebellions are built on hope.